Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Purple Ladder. And today we're continuing the countdown of Prince top 25 albums. And we're on number 15 through 11. So, number 15 coming in will be the Black Album. Yes, the Black Album was Prince's 16th studio album. It was released November 22nd, 1994, later, but it was a planned release for December 8, 1987. Yes, this is one of the most bootlegged albums since the Dylan Basement tapes. It's Prince. This was Prince coming back to the funk mode, basically getting back to his gritty stuff. Yes, and it appeared entirely with a black sleeve with no title, even credited to Prince. Hence his reference, the Black Album, dubbed the Funk Bible. By preceding press releases and hidden messages within the album itself, work seemed to be reaction to criticism that Prince had become too pop-oriented. It was his attempt to regain his black audience. Yeah. But he had a religious experience, spiritual enlightenment, so he canceled the whole album. And this is, like I say, I like the album. It's not on my favorites, but it's a great album. You know, with songs like Cindy C, La Grind, Bob George, and When Two Are in Love was originally on this album. So, hey, you still going to get a great Prince album. If it was released, it would have been a hit, but it wasn't released. So, it got that infamous thing on it, but it will take it. The Black Album coming in at number 15. Coming in at number 14 on Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time is For You. Yes, his first album, 1978. Yeah, For You is his debut studio album by Prince. It was released April 7, 1978. All tracks was produced, arranged, composed, and performed by Prince, you know, with Tommy Vicari as like an overseer. Prince didn't need, he sucked up everything from Tommy Vicari. He didn't need him. Yeah. Friend and producer David Rifkin, Bobby Rifkin, brother, provided advice and engineering assistance. For You, it wasn't really a big hit, but I personally love this album. I think it's a great album. It gets lost in the catalog, but I remember going by an interview where Sinbad was asked, was on the Arsenio Hall show, album, a few albums, but he was talking about albums he would have on a desert island, and he mentioned this one, For You. Yeah, For You it was raw. It was something that, hey, this is what I can do. But it had some great tracks. Soft and Wet, Baby, My Love is Forever, Crazy You, So Blue. And it's always going to be in my countdowns. So, no doubt, this is what Prince, his introduction, wasn't a commercial seller, but it's a great album. So, it comes in at number 14. Coming in at number 13 on Prince, top 25 albums of all time. Number 13 would be his self-titled album, Prince. Prince is his self-titled second album that came out in October 19, 1979. Yes, after the commercial disaster For You. Prince was looking for a commercial album. This is by far his most commercial album, For You. Sold 1 million copies, and every song could have been a radio hit. Yes, it was more diverse. It was what was going on at the time in 1979. It peaked at number 22 on Billboard Top 200 and 3 on Billboard R&B chart. And it had a number 1 R&B single, I Want to Be Your Lover, and a top 20 single for I Won't Be Your Lover. It just oozed this 1979 to 1980 sound. A great album. So, with songs like Sexy Dancer, Why You Treat Me So Bad, It's Gonna Be Lonely, and I Feel For You, originally written by Prince. What can you say? Prince did his thing. Didn't take long to do. I think it was over a 3 to 6 week period, probably 3 weeks. But yeah, this was his most commercially album to me of all time. But far as just making a collection of songs, great songs, and hey, it still lives up. It still has a little power. But it comes in at number 13 on Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time. Coming in at number 12 of Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time is Diamonds and Pearls. Yes, we at the 40th anniversary of Diamonds and Pearls. Or excuse me, the 30th anniversary of Diamonds and Pearls. Wow, thinking about another album. Yeah, this Prince 90s release, and really needed a hit album. When Prince needed a hit album or a commercial album, he always know what to do. And Diamonds and Pearls was the commercial album he needed. Great album, but he just don't settle for a collection of songs. It's still a great album, and it works. It still got the continuity of being a great album. And it's his 13th release, and it came out October the 1st, 1991. Like I said, 30 years. Great cover, holographic color, and capped it off with a Diamonds and Pearls tour, which is great. Yeah, but Prince had such great songs, funk like Daddy Pop, Jughead and Get Off, but some of the smokers and great songs on here is like Cream, Money Don't Matter Tonight, Willing and Able, and Strolling. These are the smokers. These will make the albums great. It's such a smooth album. The vibe of the album is so smooth. And hey, it's a great album. Not me personally, I wouldn't, say, hey, I'm in love with this album, but I like this album. And Money Don't Matter is one of my favorite songs of all time. That song, that vibe, the content that is written for that song and the production is off the chain. So you can't go wrong with Money Don't Matter Tonight. Yeah, but the album has a whole smooth vibe. Hey, kudos. Big album. I think it sold like 7 million, 8 million copies. I don't know. I'm not going to get into record sales, but it holds up with a lot of stuff in the 90s. So kudos to Prince. That comes in at number 12 of the Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time. Now coming in at number 11 of Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time is Controversy. Now, this is the 40th anniversary. It's coming up on Controversy. Yes, great album. One of my all-time favorites. This is the album that started the Prince persona and the Minneapolis sound. I'm going to go hard. It started the Minneapolis sound. Controversy was it. The lead single, that's the Minneapolis sound right there. And this is when Prince made his assault on the music industry. He started The Time, later Vanity 6. It's just everything started right here with Controversy. So, little information. Controversy is the fourth studio album by Prince, released on October 14, 1981. That's coming up 40 years. It's produced, written, and composed by Prince, except one track. Controversy reached number 3 on the Billboard R&B charts and was certified platinum. Yes, it was voted the 8th best album of the year in 1981. This is when Prince started so many different things. He mixed sex and spirituality together, or whatever you want to call it, religion. The content, he got political really for the first time with songs like Ronnie Talk to Russia. You know, you see the socialism with sexuality, and song like Anti-Christian when he's talking about the Atlanta child murder. Anti-Christian this is when he first started using the Lindrum. Yeah, Prince was off the chain on this album just because of what he was saying and how different he was and what he was talking about. The content, sexuality is one of my favorites. I love what he talked about in that song. You know, Revelations. Controversy. He put the Lord's Prayer in a song. You know, this is cutting edge things he was doing. You know, and I'm gonna say Let's Work is part of that Minneapolis sound. It's still a concert favorite to this day. You know, but let me get to the track, Do Me Baby. This is what started the Prince ballads and the iconic Scream and what Prince was known for. This song really, if you grew up around, you know, in an urban area, this is the song you go to. This is the song girls went crazy over. The iconic screaming, the sexual overtones. This was it. That's what makes this album so good. You know, that's what makes this album, the mix of sex and spirituality, religion, social issues, political issues. Prince was all over the place. And that Minneapolis sound. This is the album, one of my favorites. And it comes in at number 11 on Prince Top 25 Albums of All Time. Yes, that's it. This is the Purple Ladder. And I'm going to say peace, God bless, thank you, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.